So I'm chatting with Lieutenant Ron Ball from the Rexburg Police Department. Lieutenant, this crime of sextortion unfortunately happens in eastern Idaho. It's happened in Rexburg. What do you say to the men and women who fall prey to this when they come in and file a report?
Typically when they come in and file the report with us, uh, we first let them know is we're pretty limited on just how we can help them. A lot of these originate from out of country, and so we're pretty limited exactly how we can pursue these, because obviously it is out of country, makes it difficult.
What do we need to know when we're chatting with people online, even people that we think we might know? I mean, I've had Facebook friends that will suddenly send me a message that's really weird, doesn't sound like them, and I learn later that they've been hacked. What are some online tips that you have for us?
Well, I think the most important is, if you've never met this person or this person you're talking to in person, there's the potential for being a victim on an extortion or any type of fraud. You need to be careful about that. Never give anybody any financial information. Obviously, there's people around the world that just do nothing but all day but sit in front of a computer and try to scam people, and they come up with some very elaborate type of scams, and this happens to be one of them. With sending nude pictures over the internet. They will try to befriend people and get their confidence, and then they will ask for these pictures. And once those pictures or once the person decides to send them pictures and it hits online, then those pictures can never be given back. I mean, they're there. So whatever happens to them after that is out of our control. It's out of the victim's control. And unfortunately, sometimes they do get posted. And once it's posted and enters the world of the internet, we just can't get them back.
Lieutenant, there's going to be people that say, well, this doesn't happen in Idaho. This might happen in bigger cities. But, the father I interviewed this morning, John, this happened in a town of 20,000 people to the high school football star. Is this happening here?
I think it happens everywhere. They don't care whether you live in a big city or whether you live in a small town. They are out there searching for victims. The only thing that matters to them is about getting the money, and they just go out and they start searching, and they just reach out to whoever is willing to listen to them and talk to them, engage with them, and then they trap you, and then they got you, and then they're going to extort money from you.
How important is it for parents to talk to their teenagers, and even younger than that, 10, 11-year-olds about this stuff?
Well, I think the problem is in this day and age right now is that everybody's got a cell phone. You have teenagers and, young adolescents that are in possession of cell phones. And as a parent, I think we got to ask ourselves, what's appropriate use for those? And should we be letting our children take these phones into the bathroom? Should we be letting our children take these phones into their bedroom when they should be just going in their bedroom, going to sleep? I would encourage parents, have a place where the phone stays when the kids go to bed, away from their bedroom, where the parents have control over it. They can get up in the morning, go get their phone again. But there's no reason for them to be taking a phone to their room out of the view of a parent. And because then we just don't know parents just don't know what they're doing at that point.
Yeah, that's exactly what Jordan's father said, is that have those phones turned in at the end of the night before bed, and then shut off the internet too overnight in case they try to get them.
Exactly.
Very good, Lieutenant. Anything that you want to add?
Just be safe. Just understand that the world nowadays is just full of scammers on the internet. It's a billion-dollar business, and some people just sit out there and think of ways to scam people and extort money out of them. And we need to be diligent, especially with our children, that they don't fall victims, and heaven forbid anything should happen to them like the story you're reporting on.